Now, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah Halts tender worth Rs 20,000 crore previously approved by BJP government, citing widespread irregularities. Siddaramaiah has claimed that the tender works were unscientific and were passed despite the lack of sufficient funds. In a top priority letter written to the Chief Secretary of the state, CM Siddaramaiah has called for halt of infrastructural projects, including Centre's flagship program, Jal Jeevan Mission, worth Rs 20,000 crore approved by the previous BJP administration, citing irregularities and violations of tender rules. He further stated in the letter that the work were unscientific and were passed despite lack of sufficient budget for the program. So it's a big breaking coming from the Karnataka. And I have CNN News 18's Akshara joining me on the broadcast. Akshara, very good morning to you. Could you give us more details about this?
Well, all these infrastructural and other programs were floated by the BJP during its administration before the Congress came to power. Now, remember, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has written to the Chief Secretary of the state stating that all these tenders floated, these have wide irregularities, and these were passed despite sufficient budgetary allocations were not being made. Despite that, they were being passed. So these are the two major reasons given by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah in a top priority letter written to the Chief Secretary. And he also had further stated that, including all the irregularities, this shouldn't have been passed, but once again it has been passed. And remember, in the month of February as well, even before the election took place, BJP MLA, former BJP MLA and leader Gulihetti Shekhar, who has now joined Congress, had also written to the Water Resource Development Department stating that there have been many irregularities, and this should be reviewed and this should be rechecked, and once again they have to reassign these particular tenders. So these were the reasons given by the BJP leader even before the elections, and rightfully the Congress had also pointed out this fact. But right now, once again, Congress has come back to power. Hence, they are also once again reviewing all these tenders that have been given by the BJP government. So once again, the review will be taking place. So that's the recent political development regarding all these issues, the tender that have been given during the BJP's administration here in Karnataka.
Well, Akshara, you also talked about the top priority letter, and I also mentioned about it. Could you tell us more about this top priority letter written by the Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah?
Well, yesterday itself, as I mentioned, this letter was written by Siddaramaiah, stating that on priority, these are the works that have to be stalled, and all these projects, including the Jal Jeevan Mission and also various other infrastructural projects, were cost around 20k crore. So this has to be immediately brought to halt. That's what Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has stated. That they said that this government will once again review all these tenders that have been given, will check for any wide irregularities, all the allegations of irregularities in this particular, all the tender works that have been given. Once this have been reviewed, if found, if the irregularities as mentioned as claimed by the Congress are to be found, these particular tenders which have been given by the BJP administration will be completely halted. But we'll also have to wait and watch how the BJP will respond to this, how things will pan out, whether they'll object to this, whether they'll ask for any specific details regarding the widespread irregularities as claimed by the Congress.
Well, Akshara, thank you so much for bringing all those details and putting that into perspective. Now we are